Good morning dear students. Let us start with our maths class today. Today's topic is chapter 8 of NCERT trigonometry. As the name itself suggests, we are going to study triangles. How come? See, tri means 3, gon means sides in mathematics and metry means calculations. So we are going to study three-sided figures, that is triangles in this topic. Specifically, we will be talking about only right-angled triangles related to the trigonometric ratios. Now, trigonometry, as the name is telling you and as you have already learned, in a right-angled triangle, there are three sides that you have studied in your junior classes: hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. Now, you know side opposite to the right angle triangle is hypotenuse, and the adjacent side, other two sides, are termed as either perpendicular or the base. So we have a triangle depicting hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. When we are talking about a right angle triangle, we clearly know that the other two angles of the right angle triangle will be acute angles. So definitely angle A will be less than 90 degree. Also angle C will be less than 90 degree. Okay. Now when we are talking about trigonometric ratios in class 10, you will be dealing only with acute angle triangles. You will not be dealing with right angle triangles. So all the trigonometric ratios that you are going to study today will be based on these acute angles. You will not talk about angle B. You will not talk about if it is a triangle PQR, right angled at angle Q, then you will not talk about angle Q. You will be talking about only angle P or angle R. Now, let us move to the further part. In class 10, the trigonometric ratios that you have to study, there are specifically 6 trigonometric ratios. Okay, in this right angle triangle there are 6 trigonometric ratios. As we have already discussed, we will be talking about only acute angles. Now these 6 trigonometric ratios are, the first one is sine, then we have cosine, then we have tangent, then we have cosecant, then we have secant, and then we have cotangent. So there are these 6 trigonometric ratios. The word ratios here is clearly showing that this is going to be the fractions. So all these 6 trigonometric ratios will be using the fractions of the sides of this right angled triangle. Now when we talk about sine, let us particularly discuss sine. We can have two acute angles here, A and C. So that is why we can have two trigonometric ratios here, sine A or sine C. I can have cos A or cos C. Similarly, I can have for tan also, tan A and tan C. So there are 6 trigonometric ratios. But we are talking about only 3, and we are talking about particularly the acute angles. Now in details, let us discuss these ratios one by one. When we talk about sine C, let us talk about sine C first. Sine C, as we know, side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. Today you are going to learn whatever acute angle we are talking about, the side opposite to that acute angle will become perpendicular. So when I am talking about C, perpendicular side will be AB. But when I am talking about A, the perpendicular side will change to BC, because as just we have discussed, the side opposite to the angle we are talking about becomes the perpendicular. So sine C will be the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse. So we have sine C as equal to AB upon AC. Okay. So I have to learn, I have to explain, I have to make this very much clear to you. Please remember, sine C is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Sine C will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine of C will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. As the triangle changes, the sides also are changing and the formula also changes, but the basic formula remains the same. It has to be perpendicular upon hypotenuse for any sine. Now when we talk about sine of angle A, as we have discussed, side opposite to the angle we are talking about becomes the perpendicular. So here the perpendicular will be BC upon, and the formula will be BC upon AB. Perpendicular is BC, hypotenuse is AC. So BC upon AC. Sine of A is BC upon AC. Second trigonometric ratio is cos. So let us discuss cos in details now. Cos of any angle. So cos of any angle C in the triangle ABC. Cos C will be given to you as adjacent side, ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse. So cos C for this triangle will be BC upon AC. You can, in short, learn the formula base upon hypotenuse. Similarly, when we talk about tan C, it will be the ratio between opposite side and the adjacent side. Okay, so it comes out to be, for this triangle, it is equal to AB by BC. Let us recapitulate and try to learn these formulas one by one. We have sine theta. If I am using word theta, my theta is lying here. I am depicting theta at the position wherever I want the base to be. So my base in this triangle will become BC. Again the perpendicular will be AB and hypotenuse will be AC. So my sine theta will be P by H. Cos theta will be B by H. Tan theta will be P by B. These are the basic formulas. We can learn these through a short form. Pandit Badri Prasad Har Bole Sona Chandi Tole. If you read this carefully, see, this is sine given by P by H, cosine, that is cos, which is given by B by H, and tangent, which is given by P by B. So this is a short form of learning these three trigonometric ratios. Now you must be wondering, why am I using only these three trigonometric ratios? See, it becomes very easy if you learn these three, because rest three are just the reciprocals of the three terms that we have learned. So first one, when we are talking about cosec theta, it is equal to 1 upon sine theta, and hence the formula becomes H by P. Similarly, when we are talking about sec theta, it is 1 upon cos theta, and hence the formula becomes H by B. Similarly, the last one, that is the cot theta, it is equal to 1 upon tan theta, and it is equal to B by P. See, we have used sine theta, we have learned cos theta, we have learned tan theta, and rest three are just the reciprocals of what you have done. So if you know these three, if you know sine theta, if you know cos theta, if you know tan theta, it becomes very easy for you to learn cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta, as they are just the reciprocals. Another two very important relations that you will be using throughout this chapter are tan theta can also be written as sine theta upon cos theta, and cot theta can be written as cos theta upon sine theta. So these are the two another important aspects, important formulas that you will be using in this chapter. Now let us try to understand how to apply and how to use these trigonometric ratios. Suppose you are given a right triangle PQR, right angled at Q, and it is said that theta is lying at angle R. I am given cos theta is equal to 3 by 5, and question is find all other ratios. See, such questions are asked for 3 marks. in board exams and are very very easy to solve. When we are talking about cos theta 3 by 5, we have just discussed cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, and since it is the ratio, there must be a constant term lying with these two numbers. So I will take base, since my theta is lying at r, base will be qr and hypotenuse will be 5k. First step to do this question is, first of all, complete the triangle. That means find out the missing side. We are not having perpendicular here, so we will be using Pythagoras theorem to find out the perpendicular. It becomes 3k square is equal to 5k square. From here p square comes out to be 16k square, since 25k square minus 9k square will be 16k square, and p from here comes out to be 4k. So in this way now I have completed my triangle. The missing side has been calculated. Now the second step, this is your first step. Every such question you will be solving first step. Complete the triangle first. Second step, simply apply the formulas that you have learned. What are the formulas? Sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And now theta is lying here. Side opposite to theta will be perpendicular. So perpendicular is 4k. Hypotenuse remains the same. K gets cancelled and the answer comes out to be 4 by 5. If I say I have to find tan theta, formula for tan theta is what? 3k upon 5k. It is P by B. P by B. 4k upon 3k. So answer comes out to be 4 by 3. I hope this is clear to all of you. Thank you so much for attending. Continue with this.